Welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily, and oh my gosh, big, huge news in the Peloton world this week. We have known about this since December, but Peloton introduced their newest instructor, Logan Aldrige, this week. He had his premiere class as well as a drop of completely new content, a whole new collection, something brand new for Peloton. It's just been a really cool week. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about Peloton's newest instructor and the new program collection of classes that is coming along with him. So that doesn't need too much of an introduction. I feel like I talk way too much in the beginning of my videos, so I'm gonna shut up and get started. First thing that you need to know about Logan Aldrige, which is, as he calls it, the elephant in the room. He lost his arm. He's above the elbow amputee, and in his premiere class he told the story of how it happened, so I'm gonna tell you. So he lost his left arm, which was his dominant arm, at 13 in a boating accident. He was wakeboarding at his family's lake house, putting away rope, looping it like this. The rope got caught in a propeller, severed the ligaments. They couldn't save the arm. So what stuck out to me when he was telling this story was, I'm gonna quote exactly what he says. "I remember saying, I can't feel my arm. This seems really bad. And then I said, what if I lose my arm? And my mom looked at me and said, Logan, it's just an arm." And that kind of became his motto that he lives by now. It's just an arm. If it's not a big deal to him, it shouldn't be a big deal to you. I know that just instinctually as humans, we tend to otherize people who don't look like us, and we're not perfect. It happens. Don't let it deter you. I guarantee you are going to get a killer workout. This guy, I know because I've taken them already and he has killed me. Okay, number 2, he is a CrossFit guy. He participates in the CrossFit games. I know like the tiniest little bit of information about the CrossFit games because it's something my husband is interested in. This is kind of where our worlds, our fitness cults collide with Logan joining Peloton, but I don't know much about it, so I'm just gonna read these stats and maybe they'll make more sense to you than they do to me. So he participates in CrossFit games. He made adaptability recommendations to the open and the games to make things, I don't know what the right term is, like easier, I suppose, more accessible for people with other abilities. This is crazy to me. In 2021 at the CrossFit Games, he deadlifted 502 pounds. That's like a whole elephant. That's insane. And also in 2021, in the men's upper extremity division, he ranked 4th in the world, 3rd in North America, and 3rd in the United States. Seems like a pretty big deal. I mean, I'm not a CrossFitter. I don't watch the CrossFit Games, but that sounds pretty fucking impressive to me. And I watched the video of him deadlifting 502 pounds, and I literally was sitting there like, it was insane. It was absolutely insane. I highly recommend, I'll put a link down here. I highly recommend you check out that video because it was insane. Now on to the very important stuff. This is like, if there's anything you need to know about Logan Aldrige, it's this point right here. He's 31 years old and weighs 160 pounds. He was born January 25th, 1991, so we're very close in age and very close in birthday. I'm December 29th. And most importantly, okay, he's an Aquarius. I know, he's an Aquarius. So I did a little digging on Aquariuses and what that means. So Aquarius is a water sign represented by the water bearer, a figure emptying a jug of water that is meant to sweep away the past, clear way for stagnant thinking that's holding us back, and make room for what's next. I mean, if that doesn't describe someone who gets their arm cut off and then becomes a fitness superhuman, then I don't know what does. Astrology is real, okay? I know it's fake, but like, it's real. Come on. That's pretty telling. Okay, number 4, Logan is a co-founder and the president of ATA, which is Adaptive Training Academy. They advise and educate about adaptive fitness and actively train adaptive athletes. He has invented over 5 pieces of adapted fitness equipment. I tried to look up exactly which ones he invented and I couldn't figure it out. And this was interesting to me. He talks about this on the website for the ATA. The reason he chooses not to wear a prosthetic. Now, obviously, that is a personal choice to anybody who is an amputee. You do not have to wear a prosthetic. It's not a requirement. I didn't even think about it, honestly. I didn't think about the fact that he wasn't wearing one, but he says he chooses not to wear a prosthetic because the technology for an above elbow prosthetic is very limiting. So he can actually do a lot more without a prosthetic than he would be able to with one. That's kind of shitty. You'd think that they would do a better job in the medical community. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor. I don't know where you would start. So maybe I shouldn't be so judgmental. And number 5, he's Peloton's first adaptive instructor. That's pretty fucking cool if you ask me. It feels like maybe something that should have happened a while ago, but whatever. The first thing that I noticed about him, honestly, is that in his classes is that he really does emphasize adaptive training, but without that being his whole like shtick, you know what I mean? This is really cool to me. He describes his outfits in his pre-shows. Like he's like, I'm wearing a purple tank top with the Peloton logo, I'm wearing blue shorts, and I'm wearing a hat. Never thought about that, but that is something that is adaptive to people who are hard of seeing. Is that the right saying? It's hard of hearing. Hard of seeing? People who can't see things. Vision impaired. Vision impaired, thank you. The other thing that I find really cool about this guy, and I think it's because I was expecting this from a Peloton instructor, you know, like we all joke, Peloton's a cult, they're very inspiring, you know, they're always like, you can pull these funny sayings that they say in their classes, all the instructors. I was expecting inspiration porn, basically, from this guy. You know, I was expecting, and you know what I mean. When you have anybody who's a little different in any way, there's people who exploit that fact. I mean, whatever. Maybe I'm not the right person to be talking about this, but you know, you're so inspiring because you don't have an arm. There's none of that shit. He's just a person. He's just an instructor. I'm just gonna read what I have written down here because I wrote, he's not inspiring because he's an amputee. He's motivating because he's a fitness expert and incredible coach. Also, it feels like Peloton is really like opening the door for adaptive training without talking down on it or creating like a whole separate like thing. They're really leaning into adaptive training for everybody. So they are labeled adaptive classes, so you can search for them in the strength classes by adaptive. They go through classes that are seated, so if you have issues with standing up while you work out, they are seated classes. They have classes for standing. If you have issues sitting down, you can stand up and do things. He has warm-ups, shows you how to use props to assist you in your fitness. I've taken some of these classes already. They really are meant for everybody. It's not like specific to any type of ability or anything like that. I highly recommend that you check them out even if you don't think that they would be worthwhile to you. I guarantee you will find something in these classes that you will like. And also, Logan is just really cool and funny and he plays awesome music. I'm holding out for him to play Taylor Swift. He hasn't yet, but you know, hopefully it's coming. He plays a lot of Katy Perry, so you know, I can forgive him for the lack of Swiftiness yet. But anyway, that is it. That's just some fun facts about Peloton's newest instructor. I am just so excited for all of the new content that he is going to be putting out for us. He's a really incredible instructor, and I am just so excited and feel very lucky that he's part of the Peloton family now. So that is it for today's video. If you have not had enough of me, you can go up here and check out some of my other Peloton content. I don't know which side it comes on. Over here or over here. Whatever. If I'm pointing over here and it's over here, I'm stupid. Just ignore me. You can check out some of my other Peloton content that I have here on YouTube. You can follow me on Instagram at Emily Sheck with 2 A's. I post my workouts pretty much every day. I'm always talking Peloton, pictures of my cute cats over there. If you have had enough of me, I totally understand. I get sick of myself all the time. I will see you very soon back here in my next video. Bye!